They ask what I plan to do with the council, what I plan to do with the power I've been holding back for centuries, but they never ask why I've held it back. Let me answer both. Patience is not a virtue, not for me. Not for me. It's a weapon, a blade turned inward, so I don't turn it outward. They think it's control, but it's containment, because they've never seen what happens when I stop holding back. 1. A village off the coast of Corsica. 5 men. They came to burn what they didn't understand. They found a boy in the woods, half-turned. Infected, not by me, but by one of their own. Someone in their ranks had become a new breed, feeding in secret. But the boy was blamed, and I watched from the shadows as they tied him to a tree and poured oil over his feet. He was still breathing when they struck the first match. That was the last breath I took before I lost myself. I didn't leap at them. I descended. One by one. The first man, I tore his jaw from his face before he could even scream. His last sound was the clicking of bone. The second tried to run. I caught him by the spine and bent it backward until his rib cage opened like a gate. The third begged, said he had a family. I whispered, "So did the boy." Then I collapsed his lungs from the inside. He drowned on dry land. The fourth was still holding the matchbox. I pushed every flame down his throat until smoke rolled from his eyes. And the fifth, I made him watch them all. Paralyzed him, let his mind live in their final moments, and left him to rot in the madness. I saw every move, felt every scream. I was inside myself, but buried beneath a storm I couldn't stop. That is why I wait, because that version of me, the one born in rage, he's not a savior. He's not even a monster. He's a warning. And now the council returns, their collars clean, their mouths smiling, but their eyes are tight. They know what I carry inside, so they tread carefully, offering alliances cloaked as demands. Invitations wrapped in threats. Invitations wrapped in threats. And yet, they don't send armies. They send questions. They're not offering me power. They're testing to see if I've already taken it. But here's what I believe. The High Council is setting a trap. Not for war, but for doubt. They want to isolate me, draw me back into their structure, make me feel like I owe them for the silence they gave me. But I don't owe them obedience. I owe the world truth, even if it sets me on fire. What do I plan for the council? I plan to expose them, to bring their old laws into the light they've long feared. Not with fire, not with blood, but with the one thing they can't erase. Memory. The past they tried to burn. The innocence they let die. The monsters they fed to keep their seats of power warm. And when the time comes, if they attack, if they betray, I will not lose myself like I did in Corsica. No. This time I will choose every blow. Every strike will be intentional. Because the difference between the monster I was and the one I could become isn't fury. It's focus. They think I waited out of weakness, but waiting was my way of preparing a world that's ready to see them. Really see them. And now, they've summoned me. But I don't answer to gods anymore. And I don't kneel for kings in red cloaks. I'm no longer the weapon they buried. I'm the memory they can't destroy. And the storm they tried to silence is about to speak.